The life of a boar, particularly a wild boar, can vary based on factors such as habitat, food availability, and threats from predators or humans. Here's a general overview. 1. Habitat. Wild boars are highly adaptable and can be found in a variety of habitats, including forests, grasslands, and swamps. They are native to Europe, Asia, and North Africa, but have also been introduced to other parts of the world. 2. Diet. Boars are omnivores with a diet that includes roots, tubers, fruits, nuts, insects, small animals, and carrion. Their feeding habits can be destructive, especially in agricultural areas where they may damage crops. 3. Social structure. Wild boars are social animals and usually live in groups called sounders. A sounder typically consists of adult females, their offspring, and occasionally a few adult males. Older males may be solitary or form small groups. 4. Reproduction. Female boars, known as sows, give birth to a litter of piglets after a gestation period of about 3 months. The number of piglets in a litter can vary, but it's not uncommon for a sow to have several piglets in one litter. The piglets are cared for by the sow and stay with the sounder. 5. Lifespan. In the wild, the lifespan of a boar can vary. They face numerous threats, including predation by large carnivores, disease, and hunting by humans. In captivity or in areas with minimal threats, boars can live up to 10 years or more. 6. Threats. Boars face various threats in the wild. Predators such as wolves, big cats, and bears may prey on them, especially young piglets. Additionally, humans may hunt boars for their meat, hides, or as a means of population control in areas where they are considered pests. It's important to note that the life of a boar can be significantly impacted by human activities, habitat loss, and changes in the ecosystem. In some regions, wild boars may be considered an invasive species and may face challenges due to conflicts with humans and other wildlife. Certainly. Here are some additional aspects of the life of a boar. 7. Adaptability. Wild boars are highly adaptable animals and can thrive in a variety of environments. They are known for their intelligence and ability to adjust to changing conditions, which has contributed to their successful colonization of diverse habitats around the world. 8. Territorial behavior. Adult male boars, known as boar or hog, can be territorial, especially during the breeding season. They may mark their territory with scent markings and engage in confrontations with other males to establish dominance. 9. Nocturnal behavior. Wild boars are often nocturnal or crepuscular, meaning they are most active during the night or dawn and dusk. This behavior helps them avoid human activity and some natural predators. 10. Environmental impact. In some regions, wild boars can have a significant impact on ecosystems. Their foraging and rooting behavior can disturb vegetation, soil, and seed banks, influencing plant composition and regeneration. This impact has led to concerns in areas where boars are considered invasive. 11. Conservation status. While wild boars are not generally considered endangered, specific subspecies or populations may face threats. Conservation efforts may be in place to protect certain boar populations or their habitats. 12. Domestication. The wild boar is also the ancestor of the domestic pig. Humans have domesticated boars for thousands of years, leading to various breeds of domestic pigs that are raised for meat production, research, and companionship. 13. Communication. Wild boars communicate using various vocalizations, body language, and scents. Grunts, squeals, and growls are among the sounds they use to communicate with each other. 14. Disease carriers. Wild boars can carry diseases such as brucellosis and swine fever. In some regions, controlling wild boar populations is seen as a measure to prevent the spread of these diseases to domesticated animals. Understanding the various aspects of a boar's life is crucial for wildlife management, conservation efforts, and coexistence with human communities. The complex interactions between wild boars and their environment highlight the importance of balancing ecological considerations with human needs and concerns. Certainly, here are a few more interesting aspects related to the life of boars. 15. Swimming ability. Boars are surprisingly good swimmers and can cross rivers and other bodies of water. This adaptability allows them to access new areas in search of food and suitable habitats. 16. Tusk development. Adult male boars develop tusks, which are elongated, curved canine teeth. These tusks continue to grow throughout their lives and are used for various purposes, including digging, defending against predators, and establishing dominance within the group. 17. Mating rituals. During the breeding season, male boars may engage in aggressive behaviors to establish mating dominance. This can involve confrontations, displaying their tusks, and vocalizations to attract females. 18. Intelligence. Wild boars are known for their intelligence and problem-solving abilities. They have a well-developed sense of smell and are capable of learning and adapting to different situations. 19. Population control measures. In areas where wild boar populations are considered a threat to agriculture or ecosystems, population control measures may be implemented. This can include hunting, trapping, and other methods to manage their numbers. 20. Impact on ecosystems. While boars can have negative impacts on certain ecosystems, they also play a role in seed dispersal through their foraging activities. Their rooting behavior can create small clearings in forests, influencing plant regeneration. 21. Parental care. Female boars are protective of their piglets, and the young are cared for within the social structure of the sounder. Piglets learn important survival skills from their mother and the group. 22. Invasive species concerns. In some regions, wild boars are considered invasive species. Their rapid reproduction, adaptability, and disruptive foraging habits can have detrimental effects on native flora and fauna, leading to efforts to control or eradicate them in certain areas. 23. Cultural significance. Boars hold cultural significance in various societies. They appear in folklore, mythology, and art in different cultures, often symbolizing strength, courage, or ferocity. 24. Domestic boars as pets. Some people keep domesticated boars or pig breeds as pets. These animals can be affectionate and intelligent companions, but they also require specific care and attention due to their size and behavior. Understanding the multifaceted nature of boars, from their ecological roles to their interactions with humans, contributes to informed wildlife management and conservation strategies. The balance between coexistence and managing potential conflicts is an ongoing challenge in areas where boars and human activities intersect. Certainly, let's delve into a few more aspects of the life and characteristics of boars. 25. Vocalizations. Boars use a variety of vocalizations to communicate with each other. These include grunts, squeals, and snorts. Each vocalization can convey different messages, such as warning signals, mating calls, or expressions of dominance. 26. Scent marking. Boars have specialized scent glands located near their eyes and on their backs. They use these glands to produce scents that mark territory and communicate with other members of the group. Scent marking is particularly important during the breeding season. 27. Estrus synchronization. In some wild boar populations, females exhibit estrus synchronization. This means that a group of female boars will enter into their reproductive cycle at the same time, leading to a concentrated breeding period within the sounder. 28. Winter coat. In colder regions, wild boars develop a thicker winter coat to help them withstand lower temperatures. This adaptation allows them to continue thriving in a diverse range of climates. 29. Ecological niche. Wild boars are considered opportunistic feeders, meaning they can exploit a wide range of food sources. This adaptability allows them to occupy diverse ecological niches, from forests to grasslands, and even urban areas. 30 Threats to agriculture. The rooting behavior of wild boars can cause significant damage to agricultural fields. They use their strong snouts to search for underground food, such as roots and tubers, and this can result in crop destruction. 31 Importance in cuisine. In many cultures, wild boar meat is considered a delicacy and is used in various traditional dishes. Hunting wild boars for their meat is a practice with a long history, and the meat is often praised for its distinct flavor. 32 Mythology and symbolism. Boars have been featured prominently in mythology and symbolism throughout history. For example, in Celtic mythology, the boar was associated with strength and fertility, and in Greek mythology, the Caledonian boar was a legendary creature hunted by heroes. 33 Social learning. Wild boars are capable of social learning, where individuals within a group observe and learn from each other. This can include foraging techniques, responses to threats, and other behaviors that contribute to their survival. 34 Conservation challenges. While boars are not globally endangered, certain subspecies or populations may face conservation challenges. Habitat loss, human-wildlife conflicts, and diseases can pose threats to their long-term viability in certain regions. Understanding these diverse aspects of boar biology and behavior contributes to a comprehensive view of their role in ecosystems and their interactions with human societies. These characteristics also highlight the need for balanced conservation and management strategies to ensure the coexistence of boars with other wildlife and human communities. 35 Feral boar populations. In some regions, domesticated pigs, or boars that have escaped captivity can become feral. Feral boar populations can pose challenges as they may compete with native wildlife for resources and potentially transmit diseases to domestic animals. 36 Boars in art and literature. Boars have been depicted in various forms of art and literature throughout history. They are often used as symbols of strength, courage, or untamed nature. Notable examples include the boar in the legend of the Caledonian boar hunt in Greek mythology and the boar as a symbol in medieval heraldry. 37 Conservation role. Despite their negative impact in certain ecosystems, wild boars also play a role in conservation. Their behavior, such as rooting and wallowing, can create microhabitats that benefit other species. Additionally, they can contribute to seed dispersal through their feeding activities. 38 Boar-human conflicts. In areas where wild boars come into contact with human populations, conflicts can arise. This may include damage to crops, gardens, or property. Finding ways to mitigate these conflicts while respecting the natural behaviors and needs of boars is a challenge for wildlife managers. 39 Trapping and hunting techniques. Various methods are used for trapping and hunting wild boars. Traps, dogs, and firearms are commonly employed. The control of wild boar populations is a delicate balance, requiring careful consideration of ecological impacts and the welfare of the animals. 40 Boars in popular culture. Boars often make appearances in popular culture, including movies, literature, and video games. They are sometimes portrayed as fierce adversaries or as symbols of strength and resilience. 41 Boars and soil disturbance. The rooting behavior of boars, where they use their snouts to search for food beneath the soil, can have both positive and negative effects on ecosystems. While it can lead to soil disturbance and erosion, it also promotes nutrient cycling and can create opportunities for plant regeneration. 42 Boars and water sources. Wild boars are known to be attracted to water sources, and they may use wallows, which are depressions filled with mud or water, for various purposes. Wallowing can help them regulate body temperature, remove parasites, and establish scent markings. 43 Boar intelligence and problem solving. Boars exhibit problem-solving abilities and can adapt to changing environmental conditions. Their intelligence is reflected in their ability to navigate complex environments and find food sources. 44 Boar conservation projects. In some regions, conservation efforts are focused on preserving specific boar populations or subspecies. These projects often involve habitat protection, monitoring, and, in some cases, captive breeding and reintroduction programs. Boars are fascinating creatures with a rich array of behaviors and adaptations. Their interactions with humans and ecosystems are complex, making them a subject of interest for researchers, conservationists, and those who appreciate wildlife diversity. 45 Boar migration. In some regions, boars may exhibit seasonal movements or migrations in search of food and suitable habitats. These migrations can cover significant distances and are influenced by factors such as weather conditions and food availability. 46 Boars and agriculture. While boars can be considered pests in agriculture due to their foraging habits, some farmers also view them as beneficial for controlling certain insect populations. This dual role highlights the complex relationships between boars and agricultural ecosystems. 47 Boars and scavenging. Wild boars are opportunistic feeders and may scavenge on carrion when the opportunity arises. This scavenging behavior can contribute to nutrient cycling in ecosystems. 48 Boars as disease reservoirs. Boars can act as reservoirs for certain diseases, including zoonotic diseases that can be transmitted to humans. This aspect is particularly important in areas where boars come into close contact with domesticated animals and humans. 49 Boar tracks and signs. Wildlife trackers and researchers can identify the presence of boars in an area by examining tracks, droppings, and other signs. Understanding these signs is crucial for monitoring their populations and behavior. 50 Boar population dynamics. The population dynamics of wild boars can be influenced by various factors, including food availability, predation, and human activities. Studying these dynamics helps researchers and wildlife managers make informed decisions about conservation and population control. 51 Boars in different ecosystems. Wild boars have successfully adapted to a wide range of ecosystems, from dense forests to open grasslands. Their ability to thrive in diverse environments contributes to their widespread distribution. 52 Boars and wetlands. Boars are often associated with wetland habitats, where they may forage for aquatic plants and roots. Wetlands provide a unique environment that offers both challenges and opportunities for boars. 53 Boars and fire adaptation. Some studies suggest that boars may have adaptations to cope with wildfires. They can benefit from the regrowth of vegetation after a fire, which provides new food sources. 54 Boar vocal mimicry. There have been observations of boars exhibiting vocal mimicry, imitating the calls of other animals. The purpose of this behavior is not fully understood but may be related to communication or social dynamics within the group. 55 Boars in urban environments. In some regions, wild boars have adapted to urban environments, leading to human-wildlife conflicts. They may be attracted to food sources in urban areas and face unique challenges related to traffic and human disturbance. The diverse range of behaviors, adaptations, and interactions of boars with their environment showcases their ecological significance and the complexities involved in managing their populations in different settings. 56 Boars and thermal regulation. Boars have limited sweat glands, and as a result, they regulate their body temperature through activities such as wallowing in mud or water. This behavior helps them cool down by dissipating heat through evaporation. 57 Boar senses. Boars have well-developed senses. Their sense of smell is particularly acute, helping them locate food sources and detect potential dangers. While their eyesight is relatively poor, they compensate with their excellent hearing. 58 Boars and social hierarchies. Within a boar sounder, there is often a social hierarchy. Dominance is established through physical displays, vocalizations, and sometimes physical confrontations. Subordinate individuals may exhibit submissive behaviors to avoid conflicts. 59 Boar reproductive strategies. Male boars may use different strategies to maximize their reproductive success. In some cases, dominant males may monopolize mating opportunities, while subdominant males might resort to alternative tactics, such as sneaky matings.